The next few poses will be done in a standing position. Please move slowly and at your own pace. Keep the sturdy chair nearby for balance if needed. If you find that I'm talking faster than you are moving, please take your time and do fewer repetitions. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Place the feet about hips width apart and grounded on the floor. Lift the toes and spread them nice and wide and feel the navel pull gently in towards the spine. Push the toes into the floor and lean forward just a little bit. Feel the muscles that keep you steady. Lean back just a little bit and feel the toes come up. Feel the muscles that keep you steady in this position. Now push all four corners of the feet into the floor. Notice the steadiness of mountain pose. Notice how the steadiness of mountain pose feels. On the next inhale, roll the shoulders towards the ears, back and down so the shoulders are slightly open. Let the palms rest open to the side. Inhale and let the arms rise with the palms facing up. Exhale, bend at the elbows and allow the hands to come down the center line. Sink into the knees just a little. Repeat this again. Inhale, lift the arms with the palms facing up. Allow the hands and face to be relaxed. Continue with this movement at your own pace. Breathe as you move and try to coordinate the breath with the movement. On the next breath, lift the arms back over the head. Fingertips point in, palms face up. Imagine that you have candles in the palms of your hands and you do not want to spill them. Turn the fingertips so they face behind you. The palms remain up. Turn the fingertips to the side and then to the front like an offering, then out to the side walls. Breathe as you move, up to the top with the fingers facing in again, towards one another, and then forwards like an offering, then out to the side walls. Breathe as you move, up to the top with the fingers facing in again. Let's do this rotation one more time. After the second rotation, allow the hands to cascade down by the side and let them rest. Pause for one slow inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. This next exercise is excellent for strengthening the spine and gently stretching the muscles of the back, front, and sides. Attempt to make the movement easeful and gentle. We will do these movements with various arm positions. The first arm position is the easiest. Please be sure to stay with the one that feels best for your body. We will demonstrate them all. Take the right hand to the waist and then the left. Roll the shoulders open. And on the exhale, lean to the right. Inhale to the center. On the exhale, lean to the left. Inhale back to the center. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And on the next inhale, gently pull the navel towards the spine. Pull the shoulder blades softly together. Get a small lift in the chin and feel a sense of lengthening through the front of the body. On the next exhale, begin to fold gently forward. It does not have to be all the way. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale and rise back to a standing position. Open the left arm to the side. Keep the elbow bent. Leave the right hand on the waist. Inhale. Exhale, lean slightly to the right, and then return back to the center. Bring the left hand down to the waist. Lift the right arm. Inhale. Exhale and lengthen to the left. Return to the center. Roll the shoulders open. Gently pull the navel in towards the spine. Pull the shoulder blades softly together. Get a small lift in the chin. Exhale and fold forward halfway. Inhale back to standing. Open the left arm again. Inhale, and on the exhale, lean to the right. Inhale and return back to the center. Place the left hand on the waist. Lift the right arm. Inhale. On the exhale, lean to the left. Inhale and return back to the center. Roll the shoulders open. Lengthen through the front of the body. Slightly pull the shoulder blades together. Get a small lift in the chin. Exhale and fold forward. Knees slightly bent. Inhale and return to standing in mountain pose. Pause for a moment. Inhale and exhale. For this warrior sequence, attempt to keep the movements gentle and relaxed. If you notice that you are struggling, move the feet closer together. Lower the arms or make the movements smaller. This pose is great for strengthening the legs, respiration, and opening the shoulders. Step the left foot forward just a few feet. The back foot points in at a 45-degree angle. The front knee bends and the hips face front if possible. Inhale, open the arms and bend at the elbows. On the exhale, bring the hands and elbows towards each other. Inhale, open the arms and push the heart softly forwards. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, bring the arms together. Inhale, open the arms to where you feel comfortable. Exhale, relax the arms inwards. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, exhale. Bring the hands back down by the side. Return to mountain pose. One breath here. Inhale, exhale. Step the right foot forward. Take a moment, there's no rush. Ground the back foot into the floor. Bend the front knee. When you are ready, open the arms. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands and elbows towards one another. Inhale, open the arms. This is a relaxed opening in the chest. Exhale, bring the hands and arms towards one another. Inhale, repeat again, creating spaciousness with a full inhale. Exhale, contract and relax the arms slightly. 2 more times at your own pace. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let the hands rest down by the side and return back to mountain pose. Pause here for a few breaths.
Hello everyone, my name is Ven.Sophon Panyasopanoe. Hello and welcome all of you who joining the program we call Peace Time on Thursday and also we broadcast on Sunday as well. The program Peace Time is designed to help every one of us, regardless religion, faith, anyone can join this program as it is a program to strengthen our spirituality, our mind, to be strengthened with the peace and happiness. This program hosted by the Makaya International Meditation Center and also Peace Point Meditation Program. I'm happy to be here to stay with you all the period. How are you today? I hope everyone can adapt yourself with the new normal in the crisis of COVID-19. I hope and wish everyone can spend life peacefully and can find the bright spot on the difficult times that we are facing now. As the meditation is a practice that the most effective way to bring peace, calm, and relaxation to our own mind. It also helps us to stay in the situation with smart way. Today, I would like to let you to know about how to meditate and also learn about some of the wisdom talk that I prepared today. It's about my peace journey that I wrote long time ago, about 8 years ago, when I was the lay staff at the Makaya International Meditation Center. This is the story that is one of my peace stories that I wrote about 8 years ago. It's a true story from my experience when I was a lay staff at DMC. It was a summer morning that I had finished my public speaking class at Citrus College in Azusa, California. Okay, some of you who live in California in Azusa may familiar this place, right? When I stopped by at the post office to pick up the mail, when I got there, I found that there were many people waiting in line. The line was overflowed out of the service room. I had no idea why so many people were there. Maybe because they were trying to finish their errands before lunch. Then I grabbed some packages and envelopes from my mailbox and needed to take more big packages from the counter. And I had no choice but to hold my stuff and wait in the line with other people. So although the environment of waiting was not really comfortable, okay, people still waited with boxes and envelopes that they prepared to mail. And some of them that didn't seem bothered waiting, as they could spend time with using their smartphones and someone reading books and talking. But for me, I didn't use smartphone, but I enjoyed watching a little kid playing around the people in the post office. So this picture is just an example, okay? So at that time, it's clear in my mind that there was one boy, little boy, playing around the post office. After waiting for a long time, I think maybe an hour of waiting, I noticed there were two people ahead of me. One of them was a middle-aged woman. who was carrying packages, boxes, and handbag. Suddenly, one of her packages accidentally fell on the floor. She tried to grab it, but unfortunately, all of the items in her hands fell down. I was about to help her pick up all the fallen items, so that at the moment I planned in my mind that I will put down my items on the floor and to help her. But instead, she quickly grabbed all of her stuff and walked out the post office right away without saying anything. I can feel that she was very worried and her face is very angry or very tired, something like that. Everyone, including me, was stunned by what happened. At the moment, I heard someone say behind me, "It is easy to be patient. We need to do this in America." I turned around and see who said that. It was an old woman in a dark, long, polka-dotted skirt. She was an African-American woman who appeared to be calm and didn't look so healthy. She walked slowly and waited in the line. This sentence changed my perspective. I smiled at her and said, "Wow, you're right, ma'am." At that moment, the clerk called for the next person in line, which was my turn. Okay. I paused and I didn't go to the counter. I said, "You go first, ma'am." I talked to the African American woman. I directed her with a straight open hand toward the counter. After she done with her mailing and she said out loud as she was exiting the post office that, "Thank you very much." At that moment, I was at the counter. Everyone heard that, but I knew who was she talking to. Then I responded to her out loud as well, "You're welcome." And I'm very happy and for what she responded to me and thank you me, something like that. There are many things that we can learn from the story. The story is ended at that moment, okay? So you can see that there are many things we can learn from this story, which depends on what perspective we reflect from it. So, all of you, what did you learn from it? You may share your perspective with me. You may share your perspective with me after the story is ended. So what I have learned from my story, my peace story, is that the first thing that come up in my mind is about the happiness that can be gained from sharing, okay? From sharing. Sharing is great. Sharing is not only about giving something to someone, but any kind of support that we can give to someone, like the time and opportunity, strength, and also positive energy to love, kindness, compassion, and the words and also the ideas, that's good ideas we share with someone close to you or anyone you want to help them. And the result of sharing is the happiness and good feelings we get from when we see someone who receives. Like when I gave time and nice words to the old woman, that made me feel very good and to see her smile. And I very appreciate that she can finish her mailing. And this is about sharing, okay? I will get back to that the middle-aged women again, okay? But for sharing, another thing that I are about to do is for middle-aged women, but unfortunately I couldn't help her because she quickly exit the post office. But still, if we have sharing without expecting, okay, if we have sharing without expecting, so it's become another level of happiness, because we won't regret sharing even if we don't get anything to return, such as loving kindness and compassion. That is the unconditional love. You also compare with the sharing that our parent, our beloved ones that give to us, share with us. So they all would like to see us to be good person, to be happy, to be fulfilled and successful in our life. Think about your parent, your father, your mother. They also have one thing in common, is unconditional love without want anything to return. And that is another level of happiness, because whenever we share this kind of positive energy to anyone, we feel like content, right? And we feel like free, because we have the sense of sharing and giving something we hold in mind, and then we have it, and we see people around us to be happy. So it's different from the love and sharing with something behind that, like something to get it returned, like some relationship that we love someone, we would like to get love back to us. You can see this is the different kind, the energy that we have, we gain from sharing. And the next thing that I have learned from my story is about the middle-aged women, okay? It's about the choice, okay? So let's come up with the topic today, that is the choice matters. The choice matters. So why the choice matters? Because any choice that we have in mind, it could be anything, right? So we have a right to think, to make any decision with our own self. And if we think about, if we have the best choice, it could make us the best action, right? And the best result will come right after we take action from the best choice we make. So the best choice comes from the mental clarity, which is free from impurities. Okay. So the mental characteristic that's only from well training through meditation. Okay. So maybe there's many kind of spiritual practice that let us to be calm at the beginning. Okay. So it's about the spiritual part in our mind. That is talking about the mind is part of the spirituality. Don't forget that our body, our life, content of mind and body, right? Mind and body stay together. We need to use our mind and body to live in this world, to be survived, okay, in this world. So important, like mind have the big role to make any choice. It depends on how much clarity we have in mind. When we talk about the clarity, it will talk about something clear and bright, right? Like we thinking about the water is clear and clean. That's easy for us to see something in the water, or like a river that is very clear and clean. So you can see rocks, see the fish, or any wildlife that underneath. So the mind as well. With the mind have the mental clarity, so it's possible for us to make the best choice. And being focused is one of the benefits of meditation practice. So when we practice meditation will help us to see the clarity in there from the stillness of the mind, to be clear and free from our thoughts, free from our negativities. This is the basic and the goal to practice meditation. And when we are focused, our mind is at what we are interested in and letting us to achieve what we want. So we would be able to ignore or easily cope with challenging without losing our goal. So the middle-aged woman would finish her mailing if she could be patient a little more. Her life would have been easier. Okay, so this is her choice. It doesn't mean that right or wrong, but if she could be more patient and see her goal to fulfill her goal to finish her mailing. So this is what we have learned from that. The best choice can make the best result from that. And we won't waste our time to accomplish anything we want. And get back to the mind. The mind is a kind of energy, as same as the sun, the wind, the flowing water, or electricity. The mind is also the spiritual part. As I said, that we cannot touch the mind, but we can feel from our feeling, our emotion, that we can connect with it. We cannot touch it, but we can connect with the feeling, our thoughts, our emotion. That is the spiritual part of our life as a mind. It's movable. Okay, the mind is movable. It's reckless. It travels far away, right? We know that. So anytime we think something or we think about something, the mind will go to that place, that things easily, right? And it's sensitive, right? It's sensitive, hard to control, like a monkey. Okay. Sometimes we call the mind like monkey mind. So always jump from thought to thoughts. So this is the nature of it. Sometimes we compare the mind with like a water that running from the top to the bottom. So this means that it's easy for the mind to stay with the negative things. If we don't train the mind, we cannot control the mind. For any kind of energy, like a sun, the wind, the water, it can be controlled, right? For example, the sun, we can control it to collect the energy from the sun as the heat, or the heat that can produce the electricity, like a solar power, right? And also the water, running water, we can control the water to make electricity as well. And also the wind, okay? If we have the windmill, so we can use the wind to produce the power as well. So this how the benefit of control the natural energy to our life to serve our needs. The mind as well is part of the another energy. If we can control the mind, so the mind can be utilized in the best way, in the any benefit that we like to be. And if we don't control the mind is like the water, as I said, it's coming down to the negative things, negative side. So if we can train the mind with the practice of the meditation, it will help the mind to be focused at one point and find the clarity of it easily. Like a crystal ball you see now, the mental energy can be created from training with meditation. And meditation is the most effective means to train the mind to be under control and utilize it to maximum benefit. The maximum benefit of the mind energy is the liberation from our negativities. Okay. And also it could be super clear and bright as the same as a convex lens that collects the sunlight that can burn things. You can imagine that when we have the convex lens and we put it under the sunlight, so it can burn things, right? As same as the mind, when we practice and train the mind to let it still, don't let the mind think. So the mind will be stand still and collect the energy, and that energy become the focused mind, can do anything we want, like to accomplish in what our goal we have and accomplish it easily. And uncontrolled mind also lead us to the negativities, like this situation. If we don't train the mind, if we don't practice the mind, we don't practice the spiritual practice, so it's easy for the mind to stay with the uncertainty for the COVID-19 that we see, the fear, the worries, frustration, the stress is going on in the mind because we attach it. When we attach it, it become accumulate in the mind like a water that crowded with dirt or mud. Once we start to think it, to add on worries, keep thinking, overthinking about worries, about fear, thinking about something that not happening yet, think about the future, the uncertainty of the future, and also blaming. So all kind of this feeling, emotion is the negativities in our mind that let us to stay with activity more and more and become worse. So we can't get the mind back to the original state of the mind. We can't train the mind like that. Like uncontrolled energy that can be worse, like the heat can burn things. The water can be flood, right? The heat can be fire. So the mind can ruin our future, can ruin our happiness, our relationship, our well-being, because once we have worry, negative feeling, negative emotions, so it's difficult for us to find a way to get out of that, right? So importantly, that we should train the mind frequently from meditation. Okay. That's why meditation is the most effective way to train the mind to get back to original state of it, or at least its state of calmness and acceptable feeling. So for sure, everything not back to the same at this situation, right? We become adapt ourselves with the new normal that we cannot go outside. We stay at home with safety, and we find a way to live our life with happiness as much as we can. And we accept the change. We accept the uncertainty of the situation right now. And we don't give up, right? We don't give up. We just calm and mindful. So the mindfulness and awareness with the current situation, be at the present moment, so help us to be able to cope with the situation with smart way. But the mind need to be trained frequently and constantly, okay? When the mind is focused at one point, okay, with relaxed feeling, okay, so this coming to the practice of meditation, the relaxed feeling with the focused mind at one point, and do it consciously. Like I said, constantly train the mind daily, consciously, as long as we can, as often as you can. So then it collects the positive energy day by day, moment by moment. And the result of that practice, it will radiate peace, happiness, clarity, and wisdom. So it's become more and more if we practice regularly and improve every day it depends on how much positive energy in our mind. Okay, so today I also would like you to try to practice meditation as usual. Okay, for someone who newcomer or new for meditation, don't worry. Okay, meditation is a practice for anyone. It's not for Buddhism, but for everyone, every human being who need peace and happiness in the crisis here. All human beings, all us find the same thing. We have something in common, like we need peace. We want to live our life happily. And we want our mind to be clear and clear enough for us to see the way to cope with the problems, cope with the difficulty we may have in daily life. So it's like a part of our life, like we eat. We have food to eat every day to strengthen our physical body, right? For the mind, we use meditation to strengthen our soul, our spirit, to cope with the situation. Okay, even though we feel we healthy, we're not sick, but if the mind doesn't be trained well, if we don't practice the spirituality, so eventually the mind becomes sick. Okay, the sickness of the mind, as I mentioned, that's unhappiness, uncomfortable feeling that we may have. So don't worry about the practice. So it's simple. The technique today I would like to suggest you is the middle way meditation. And this practice is simple and easy to practice. With the basics of the practice, I call 5 C's. Okay, the 5 C we should remember during the practice. Okay, 5 C. Some of us who are old students may hear that I said 4 C before, but today I add 1 C in the basic of practice. What are they? The 5 C's start with commitment. Okay, the commitment is the willingness that we have before we practice meditation. So it's like we have passion to practice. We know that if we train the mind well, everything will be easy to cope with. And everything will be at ease, right? So when we have commitment and willingness to practice meditation, it means that you see the benefit of meditation, and we also would like to meditate with the reason that we have in mind. Like for some of us practice meditation because we would like to find peace in mind. We would like to reduce stress in mind. We would like to feel happy and with no negative feelings in mind. So once we have the willingness to practice meditation, it means that we can set our time. We can set aside all the responsibilities aside except meditation. So it's easy for us to clear the jobs, clear the responsibilities that we may have, like works, like home, like family members, and whatever errands that you may have, because we see that when we practice meditation, it will bring us peace and happiness and some kind of energy that, like the car is run out of gas. So we would like to quickly go to the gas station, right? Now, willingness is like that way. For the mind, we feel like if we, at this moment, we would like to meditate right away because we need peace. We feel like we are confused with the situation. We confused with the problem we may have. At home, someone may have a headache with the uncertainty with the financing, for example, like kids, everything, like it become like overwhelming in our life. So at that moment, we see like meditation have to do first as like a priority. And then we start to find a way and find a place to meditate. Sometimes just stay at the room or in your car or any corner of your house and just relax yourself, lying on the couch and relax your body for a while to let go all negative feelings out from the mind. Yes, the starting point of the relaxation. That's coming to the comfort. Okay, comfort. So comfort is the first thing that we start to practice meditation. Comfort is not only the physical body, but also the mind as well. When we sleeping, when we take a rest, most of us will take a rest with allow the mind to wander around, like thinking many things. So it's not the right thing to practice meditation for the mind, because our purpose is we like the mind to not working, inactive. So we just relax the mind as well with one feeling, the feeling of relaxation, of contentment. Okay, with the contentment is we have nothing in the mind, like we relieve and let go all negative feelings. If you have anger in the mind, just let go, maybe forgive someone. If you have the feeling of worries, just let go, don't think about it. Something not happening, it's just our imagination in the future. Just let go, be at the present moment, feel at this moment that we are relaxing the mind, we are going to let the mind to be free. So this is the beginning of the meditation practice, is comfort. Okay, so do it and take your time, spend your time with relaxation with the mind body. And right after we get ready, we satisfy with our mind body that relax and free from all negativities, free from worries and anxiety, and feel calm. See, feel calm is nothing to disturb our mind. At that point, we keep that feeling with our mind as long as we can with awareness. Okay, awareness or consciousness is the third C that we use in meditation. Awareness is like a doorman for the mind. The doorman for the mind is like to screen what is not good for the mind to think about, what is distractions or the desire with the external things. Awareness will detect it. So when we have awareness, it means that we bring the mind back to the present moment with the peace and a comfortable feeling at that moment, every moment of practice. Okay, so consciousness is important. If we don't have consciousness, it's easy for the mind to think something else, to wander around, to stay outside the body. But if you have too much consciousness, like we really focus on at the present moment, we like to really still really focus on something, one object or one place, and really want to see the peace, don't want the mind to go outside, very stressful in practicing. So it's not a good way to do. It has to be proper consciousness, just enough to stay at the present and feel okay and relaxed. If we feel uncomfortable, both mind and body, so that means that it's not a good way to do. We need to reset the mind. Reset means that to we adjust your physical body again, like you may have some ache and sore on any part of the body, just move your body, right? Physical body. And if you feel like really focused, just maybe you need to open your eyes and maybe walk around and look at the nature and change the technique. Okay. With the technique that I always recommend you is how to maintain the mind, stay inside in the body at the present moment, relaxing as long as we can. Some of us may think about the nature, like the place that you used to go, like the forest, by the beach. You think about that place, imagine, okay, and be that feeling. with one moment, one emotion. Okay, as long as you can, don't think further. Not think about the boat, the sea, the birds, or whatever. So think about the feeling, okay, not the object in that place. For the top of mountain, it also helps you to maintain relaxed and comfortable again. And sometimes some of us may use the bright shining object, like something that hold our mind at one point, like crystal ball, like a full moon. Someone like full moon, you can use full moon, like imagine, okay? And like remember it inside your mind, wherever you feel comfortable, okay? So just feel it at one point that you feel comfortable. And then stay with that object as long as you can until the mind calm and peaceful. And another technique that you can use is the mantra. The mantra is the word that you recite in your mind, repeat your mind silently. The traditional mantra or word that we use in middle meditation is Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang means the righteous way to the purity. You may use other word else like relax, relax, or bright and clear, bright and clear. Slowly repeat that word in your mind until your mind calm and stay still. And do that practice with the comfort consciousness consistently. Okay, don't stop. Okay, and notice and observe your mind. If uncomfortable, just get back to comfort again with the consciousness again. Do it like this until the mind becomes standstill and until there's no more thoughts and until you feel very comfortable, very relaxed. At that point, you don't need to use any technique. Just keep calm and go on. And for checking and observation to correct our technique, we will use right after we finish meditation. Okay. So commitment. Now I think we already have it right now, right? Okay. I think it's a good time for us to learn how to clean the mind through meditation practice to calm the mind down and bring the positive energy back to us, to have the clarity in mind, to let us to have the right choice in whatever matter in life. And then let's see how can we gain that energy from meditation. Okay, everyone ready? Okay, now sit back and relax. Prepare yourself for meditation practice. Okay, sit comfortably, relaxingly, find your most comfortable posture. And very softly, very gently, close our eyes. Close our eyes softly and gently. Relax entire body. Let every part of body relax, free from all tension and stress. Adjust our posture properly and very well until we feel there's no sign of tension at all. Until we feel this posture, we can sit as long as we can, as long as we like. We stay our awareness at the present moment. Wherever we sit, we feel once we close our eyes, we feel we're sitting alone in the vast open space, no one else around us. And maintain the awareness with our physical body to make sure every part of the body are fully relaxed again. From the top of the head, we relax all muscles to feel relaxed and comfortable. Relax the muscle around our face, down to our cheeks, our chin and our jaw. Relax. Relax the muscle around our shoulders and chest. Relax the muscle of our trunk, our arms, down to our hands and the fingers. Relax the muscle of our hips, down to our legs, all the way down to the toes. Feel the relaxation stream throughout the body. Let us feel so relaxed and fresh. Now we may feel our awareness becoming one point at the relaxation of the whole body, that we are free from tension. We continue to relax the mind. We just simply let go all negative feelings that may remain in the mind. At this moment, it's a peace time. It's a time we are going to let go everything from the mind, to bring the mind back to its home, or the center of the body, where is the true happiness existed, where is the balanced position of mind and body, where peace energy lies in and connected with the mind. At this time, we just be calm and let go all negative feelings. Empty the mind from all thoughts. Just be calm. Don't pay attention to any running thoughts, any kind of distractions. Once the mind is calm and relaxed further, we would feel the spaciousness from within. We would feel the physical body becomes one with the nature. It is so free, so transparent, so energized and peaceful. The relaxation streaming inside the body. It is so happy and peaceful at this moment. And we maintain the feeling of peace and relaxation at one point where we feel most comfortable. If we feel comfortable at the center of the body, just simply maintain the mind right there at the middle of our stomach, or roughly at the end of in-breath when we take a deep breath in, or wherever we feel most comfortable at any part of the body. Once the mind becomes a standstill, the mind will proceed to its home automatically. The mind will find its center by itself. We just observe the mind, stay the mind at comfortable feeling at one point, continuously and relaxingly. Keep calm and continue with peace, with no stuttering, Take it easy and simple as much as we can. If you feel uncomfortable, please readjust your body and mind. Maintain the mind calm at one point. You may use the visualization by maintaining the mind at a bright shining object that you like the most, like a bright shining star, the full moon, or the midday sun. Or we just simply repeat the mantra softly and gently. Allow the soft and gentle sound of mantra coming from the center space inside your body. Sammarahang, Sammarahang, Sammarahang. We maintain the mind calm, relaxed with the mantra until the mind is free from all thoughts, until we feel there's no thoughts and we don't want to repeat the mantra anymore. We just keep calm and relaxed moment by moment with no expectation at all. Observe the mind with mindfulness, with here and now, with relaxation, calm and peaceful feeling. Now we may continue our own practice in silence. We maintain the mind softly and gently at a peaceful point. Observe our mind with neutral feeling, with no expectation, no rush. Maintain the mind with positive feeling from the stillness of the mind, that we feel so calm and peaceful. We feel so relaxed. Any experience that may arise, we just observe with interaction. When the mind is becoming standstill further, more relaxed, we would experience the inner peace, the happiness less or more. The peace energy will arise once the mind becomes a standstill. We just keep in peace, embrace the positive feeling, embrace the happiness, peace from within, consciously. This is the pure energy from the mental stillness, from meditation. The mind becomes clarified and refine itself without making it happen. We just be calm and allow peace energy to expand and radiate from the center space. Let peace and happiness to grow and radiate in all directions. Let it become love and kindness that we can share with all living beings around us. Let it expand further and wider, encompassing the whole house, the whole city, the whole state. Let it encompassing the whole world, encircling the whole universe. Let peace energy that full of love and kindness be shared with all living beings. May they be in peace, may they be happy, free from suffering and danger. Be well, love one another. May the world be free from COVID-19. All people around the world be safe from COVID-19. Love one another. No conflict and violence. We share love and kindness with our beloved ones who is living or passed on. May they be happy, be peaceful, free from negativities in their mind. We are the center of peace energy, so bright and clear from within, so calm and relaxed. At the end of session, we are maintaining the mind, stay the mind with peace and joy. Keep the happiness and peace within ourselves, and we gradually to expand our peace and happiness to surroundings. At the end of session, we just continue to maintain the mind right at center space and reconnect the awareness with surroundings, with the physical senses, that we can move our posture, we can hear the sound of environment. Now very softly, very gently, whenever we are ready, slowly open our eyes. Thank you everyone for joining the program this time today. I hope you can find peace within yourself and you can apply your meditation to your daily life to cope with the situation with peace, with positive thinking, and also help you to make a best choice, make a best decision in solving the problem in life to fulfill your wishes, fulfill your achievement with meditation with clear mind. And the times now is up. I hope to see you next time. Be in peace, practice meditation regularly, and be safe. Hope to see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye now.